Hello everyone, welcome to session 4 of what I think is turning into a very exciting painting. And so, you know, I've painted cities and the grid before in the City of Glass series, but this grid here looks different to me, and it's sculptural, almost sculptural. It's like a mobile. It looks like it could be spinning around on this white shape. And we've got the black and white thing going on. And you know, in the last session I introduced some images from the novel, which are very important, which is this one, which I've been working on off camera. I'm quite happy with the way they've been resolved, nice and crisp. And so the whole painting works in both levels for me. I've got these memory triggers from the novel. I can look at this piece and I know where it's come from, and I can remember the novel. But it's also visually exciting as well. So you know, the strength of this zigzag, so it's a juggling act, isn't it? I don't want too much of the novel in there, so that I neglect the idea of making the painting work. But I also don't want it to be too abstract, so that there's no evidence of the novel at all. So in a way, the novel is my springboard. It's my way into this, but I've got to get the two things right. It's got to work visually, and it's got to work contextually as well. So anyway, in the next half an hour, I've been looking very hard at this. We've got lots of things to do. There'll be no fireworks this session. There'll be lots of little things, little changes, and we'll see how many we can get done during the session. The first thing I'm going to do is, at the moment, this pink is behind this grid, and so we're going to bring a little bit of the pink in front of the grid, so just to affect the space. And I think we're going to spread this yellow also into this part of the painting, maybe a yellow line or a yellow block, and I think we'll have a pink block in front of one of the lines just to see what happens. And I've got the idea of, in this little section here, I'm either going to put a ghost or a fly. So I like the idea of this is a white image on a black background, and this is going to be a black image on a white background. This black and white thing. So it might be something. I think it's going to be the ghost, but I think it might be something simpler. So we'll try that as well. And then I'm going to work on right at the end of the session. I'm just going to work on the bottom part of the painting, because I think it's been neglected. So there's a couple of things I'm going to try on the bottom in the last 5 minutes, just to, you know, we might resolve it today. And but don't worry, I've got another canvas prepared, just in case we do finish and we've got another full session. So this is the beginning of the next book painting. Okay, let's start with the yellow. I'm gonna fill in this little block here with yellow. I'm gonna have a yellow line, and then we'll mix some pink and put some pink over there. So that's the first couple of things. I'm using a different yellow this time. I've got a yellow lake. Let's see what happens with that one. It's on the palette, so I'll just move over, choose a small brush, and just fill in that section there. And then I'm going to print a yellow line, and that's off we go. Right. Let's take. Right, job number 1. This little block here. So I'll just try and fill it in without disturbing the paint. So we'll just take it from there. And yes, I do like Mondrian's paintings. Okay, just make it a little bit more solid. This is actually a transparent yellow, so it's, I've just got to put more paint down to make it solid. Yeah, that'll do. So next I'm going to choose a line, so I'd like a yellow vertical, so and I'm just going to print it with the ruler. And because it's transparent yellow, I think we'll choose this one. So I've just broken off a plastic ruler. So I've got different lengths. Let's try. Yeah, that's what I want. So again, I'm just going to run the paint along the edge. So a lot of quick decisions, quick changes, which I hope will move the painting forwards. Or might go backwards, of course. So this is the line I want to make yellow, so just gently position it. Just a tiny bit more. Yep, that'll do. I can go back later and get rid of imperfections, but it's just the effect the yellow has. Just go in this corner here. And here. Right. I want to put the yellow in one more place, and just maybe something in over the paint now. And I'm going to choose this little triangle here. And yes, I like Diebenkorn as well. Again, I'll try and do it so you can see, so I'll do it from the top of the canvas, resting my hand on the top. Oh, nice against the pink. You see the canvas moving. Right, we're just going to get into that corner there. Just need to make this corner a bit more crisp. Right, yes. Okay, we got to a good start. Next thing, I want to put a pink area over here as well. So I've chosen a Brilliant Rose. So we're just going to make it slightly lighter. Just check the tone. I'd like the same tone, similar tone. That's not bad. So we want some of this pink over this side somewhere. So I've just got to choose a spot. And I think we'll indicate another street. So we're just going to do a vertical mark in the pink. That's straight, Faye.
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go from the top. Okay, we'll fiddle with that later. And then let's take the same pink and let's place the pink over one of the white lines on this side. So you think the pink is behind the white, and all of a sudden that's contradictory because now we've got some pink in front of the white. But it just makes it spatially a bit more interesting. Okay, slurp of coffee. So I worked on this bull's head. I think I mentioned at the end of the session it was going to take me an hour, when in fact it took 2 hours. Well, 2.5 hours to get the two shapes, but I do like the crispness of these two images. One's a location, one's a key image. But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to, because of this the white lines, I'm going to actually connect the bull to the grid, visually connect them with a couple of lines, so the bull's head is not floating about. Might make it stranger. So I've got to think about where I'm going to extend one of these lines, or two of these lines, and then yeah, see how that looks. We'll try and hand draw these, I think. Doesn't work, we'll get the ruler out. I think I might do a line connecting the middle of the bull's head. So let's just do this. Okay. Can you see me? Put it on the Wi-Fi.
Oh,
Okay.
we can see, yeah.
So I'm going to extend this line now. Try and get it bang in the middle of the bull's head. I may have to stick my hand in the paint, but we'll fix that later. Weird.
Looks like he's hanging by a string.
Yeah. I quite like that. Just make it a little bit thicker, and then just had another idea. curious in terms of image. We've got this grid, they're looking down on the world, and now we've got this image they're looking at. Physically connected now, physically connected. So I've just had another idea, which is to extend this line to touch the bull's horn. We're on a roll. Okay, the idea of the ghost. Let's do a little bit of drawing inside here. Let's get a black. In fact, I'm going to do a very, very, very simple ghost shape. This is too complicated. Let's try. So it's a day for tiny brushes. This is my smallest brush. Okay. So how are we going to draw this? I'll do it from the side here, so something very simple. Maybe, maybe not. I think we'll have to go back to the drawing now. It's not quite working for me, that relationship between that and that. It could be this has to be bigger. We'll leave it for now, still not sure. Okay, now I'm starting to look at the bottom of the painting. And I think we'll keep the purple. What I might do, I'm just going to push a finger through this purple now, I think in the last session I brought the dark violet down, so maybe I'll just try and pick up some of the lighter purple underneath. I just run a finger through. If that doesn't work, I may add another purple line across. So here we go. It's almost like I'm trying to dig out the paint. So let's try. Let's see what happens. Nah, it's didn't quite do what I like. So I'm going to mix a new purple. So this is a mineral violet from the Sennelier range. Different brand, different purple. It's not as deep, but let's see what it looks like on top. And we'll kind of punch a line across the canvas. I may run some white through it afterwards. We'll just see what happens. I think the bottom has been neglected a bit, so yeah, it's all trial and error. Not sure. Let's try a bit of white. Too distracting. Easily fixed. Whether you need that extra stripe, I think it's far better here when they're with this. Yeah, okay. What we'll do, we're going from the I think we're getting somewhere now. But backwards and forwards, so you till till it feels right. So. Just trying to make this paint a little bit more interesting. So. Maybe. So there's a couple of things I want to try in the bottom section. It feels a little bit separate. Maybe the purple does that as well. So I'm going to try two things to kind of link. Instead of this being cut off, I'm going to try two things to link the two top and bottom together. I think something needs to cut the line. I can see this working if this was sharper and thinner, so I'll work the purple later. I quite like the effect of it, so actually okay, let's try that. Now I also think now perhaps is the time to make this. I'm still unsure about this area here, whether to leave it or to keep it, but I think it's an opportunity now to make this zigzag even more dramatic. So I'm going to extend that zigzag now to there and then go back, just to make it stronger. This could be the last thing we do today. So, of the two curves, I think I like the longer ones. I might have to take out that first one, but without doing the first one, I wouldn't have known where to do the second one. So it's helped the painting. So let's bring some more drama. Okay. We're going to bring this. Extend this and out again. So here we go. I'll do it from this side. It might help you see it better. to help us see this lime, I'm going to take this one out. The last thing, I'm just not happy with the way it finishes, so we're going to get a rag. Stepping back, the painting seems more complete, so we'll review it in the next session. Thanks for joining me. Bye.